Hello guys, welcome to this YouTube channel. You're here with Men in Tech, and today's video I'm going to teach you guys on how you can create a bootable disk. If you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a comment and share this video to others so we can keep the community growing. So in this video we are just simply going to create a bootable disk, and in doing this we'll be needing an application called Rufus. So Rufus is the application we are going to use to create a bootable disk. We have several ways of creating the bootable disk, but the recommended way in my aspect is Rufus, because Rufus gives me an opportunity to select my disk partition type, and it's also simpler to create and very durable. So I have Rufus right here. I'll leave a link in the description to download this Rufus application. It comes in two forms, where we have the portable and then the standard. The standard is just like a setup where you install to your PC, and the portable is just a ready to use application where you just click on it to just start using. And also we need the ISO image of the Windows operating system. What I mean by the ISO image is, if we want to create a bootable disk for Windows 10, we need to download the Windows 10 setup. So that is what I mean by the ISO image. So if you want Windows 11, you need to download the Windows 11 ISO image too as well. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get these operating systems to download them for free without payment. And also we'll be needing a pen drive which is 8 GB and above, because the Windows operating systems mostly are actually 5 GB plus. So therefore we would need a pen drive which is at least 8 GB to be able to burn it onto it. So I have a 16 gig pen drive connected to my PC right now. So to get started, this is what you are going to do. First of all, you need to connect your pen drive to your PC. You download your OS, which is the ISO image of the operating system you want, and then you download the Rufus as well. After that, you launch the Rufus. You get a pop-up on your screen and then you click on yes. I'm getting a pop-up because I'm using the standard version. I downloaded and I installed on my PC. So when you launch the Rufus, this is the interface that you are going to get. So where you can see drive properties right here, we have device. This device section gives you the opportunity to select a pen drive in which you want to use to create a bootable disk. So if you have multiple disks connected or multiple drives connected, it will list them, but I have one drive connected to my PC, so I select the 16 gig drive and come into the boot selection. So the boot selection is also the place or the tab where we select the ISO image or the setup of the Windows operating system which we want to create a bootable disk for. So I have the Windows setup files. I have several ones of them. So I'm going to create this bootable disk for Windows 11, or maybe let's say Windows 10. So I need to click on select, and then you locate where you downloaded your OS file to. So if you downloaded your OS file and it's in downloads, you just need to go to downloads. But I have mine in a folder where I created. So I have Windows 10 here, so I need to select Windows 10. After that, you see the Windows 10 loaded up on the boot selection tab. The next step is you need to leave this image option as standard Windows installation. And this is what I like most about this Rufus application, the partition scheme. So this option gives you the opportunity to select if your disk part or your disk partition type is GPT or MBR. Those of you who do not know how to figure out if you're on GPT partition disk or an MBR, I've made a video in my previous videos and you can verify on how to check if you are on GPT or MBR. The reason why this is necessary is, if your PC or the laptop in which you want to create the Windows installation on is a GPT partition disk type of system, and you select MBR over here, after the creating the bootable disk, it will work alright, but during the Windows installation process it will not work. You will get a notification that the Windows or the disk part which you want to create the installation on is an MBR disk. Therefore, create another one which is a GPT. So you need to check for the PC where you want to install the Windows. If it's GPT or MBR, you can verify from my previous videos. So on this machine that I want to create, or I want to install the new Windows on, this is a GPT disk or a GPT partition disk PC. So I need to select GPT. And if you check yours and yours is MBR, you just need to select MBR. So I'm going to stick with a GPT. And then after that, you leave everything as seen right here, and then you click on start. You click on OK, and then you click on OK again, because it will need to format the pen drive to load up or to create this bootable disk. And also this is going to take a little bit of time for it to complete, so I would pause the process, and after completion we'll continue with the video. So I just need to click on OK, and now the process starts to create the bootable disk. So I'll pause it right here and continue after. So here now the bootable disk has been created. So you see the status of the drive saying that ready. So when you see ready, it means that successful creation of this bootable disk. And when you get errors, there might be few factors to consider when you get errors. The factors to consider are: 1, there is a problem with the ISO image you are using, which is the Windows operating software or the application or the setup. And then secondly, a faulty pen drive. So there might be an instance where a pen drive is showing all right, but has problems where it cannot be used as a bootable disk. And 3, maybe the pen drive you inserted into your computer is 4 GB or less. So these are the few instances where you can get an error when writing up the bootable disk.